Hi everyone, welcome to Wargaming Parrot. I am David and today I'm going to be talking about conure sounds and their meanings. Now this has been an exceptionally highly requested video. I'm sorry it's taken so long to sort out, but it does take a while to get all the clips together and the conures aren't always cooperative with the camera. They don't want to make the sounds in front of it. So due to this, some of the clips may be from mobile, do forgive me, but hopefully I'll give you a lot of information about what your conure sounds mean. Like my cockatiel sounds and meaning video, which I'll leave a card for now, this video is going to be a bit of a guide. So I will have a brief bit of introduction, me talking about what the sound means, and then some examples so you can see it in action from our conures. It's important to take any sounds your conure makes in context of body language, and please do remember, as I said, this is intended as a guide, so your conure may have some unique behaviours or noises, and also something really interesting is every conure seems to have a very unique voice. They all have similar sounds, but they all have their own little twist on it, and I think that's one of the awesome traits of conures. So, just one last thing before I get started. If you have any concerns about any sounds your conure is making, do consult a vet or a professional. It's better safe than sorry. So the first sound I thought I'd cover is flock calling. Now, like most parrots, or most birds in general, they have a flock call, and it's kind of a two-tone call. It's quite cute and interesting. Now this call normally means they're contact calling for members of their flock. This could be you or another conure. They're getting overexcited or they're looking for some attention. So it's quite a cute little sound, and what I found is all of our conures have a slightly different twist on their contact call. My next sound is the alarm call. Now, if you have a conure, you've probably heard this over and over again. As the name implies, it is because they're startled, they're scared, they're trying to get attention. It's also interesting to note that, especially male conures, tend to use this alarm call when they just want your attention. They're not really scared of anything. They just fancy screaming and getting you to come over and giving them some attention. Now my next sound is something that I really like to hear from all of our parrots, and it's not a unique one to conures at all, and that is beak grinding, or beaky grinding as we call it. And beak grinding basically means they're getting ready to sleep, they're relaxing and they're content. So if you're hearing this sound, it means your conure is just in a nice relaxed mood and enjoying itself. So I just have to stop for a quick scritch break because Pickles is demanding it right now. So just bear with me for a moment. Another sound that almost all conures make is growling. Now I'm not talking about like growling like a dog. It's sort of like a low hum growl, which I'll show you an example of obviously. And this normally means they're relaxing, they're content, much like beaky grinding, or it can also mean they're curious as well. So if they're interested in a toy or interested in exploring, they may start growling. If they're just like nuzzling into your hair or cuddling up against you, they may start growling as well. So look at it in context of what they're doing, to what it means. So next sound, I'm going to be careful how I say it because obviously kids watch my videos, but I'm going to call it a naughty noise. Now if you're watching this, you can probably guess what a naughty noise means. It means they want to mate or do naughty things. They could also be enjoying their time themselves with a toy rather than looking for a mate. So if you hear this noise, I think it's something to be discouraged as well because it leads to hormonal behaviour. It can lead to some undesirable territorial behaviour or aggression. My next sound is something that you tend to hear more from male conures. I don't know if Pickles is actually out of shock. She wants to sit on my head, so let me back up a little bit. So yeah, it's overexcitement, overstimulation. Now, Scampy does this an awful lot with certain toys. Bells tend to trigger it, certain toys tend to trigger it, so you have to be very careful. And overstimulation can be fine if you're watching carefully and they're enjoying the toy, but it can lead to aggression and sometimes can lead to biting. So if you hear this sound, it's something to be aware of, look at it in context, and if it does lead to biting often, it may be something you want to look at, and look at the activities you're indulging in with your conure, so you can avoid biting, avoid any sort of aggression, and make sure the overstimulation is just for play and not for anything else. So people just decided to preen my hair, so I'm just going to carry on anyway because it's a bird channel, no one really cares, my hair's a bit funny. So, my next sound is anxious peeps. Now, these could be sounds like, I'm not going to try and demonstrate them, as embarrassing and cute it would be, I'm not going to do it. But anxious peeps are what the name implies. They're like high-pitched little peeps, little sounds, which basically means the conures looking for you. Where are you? They're a little bit scared, they're a little bit anxious and nervous. The next sound is probably one of my favourites for conures, alongside Beaky Grinding. That's chatting, squealing and squeaking. I've put it all into one subsection because it tends to mean the same thing. These sounds tend to mean that your conure is content. They tend to chat lots or squeal when they're relaxing or sort of playing with a toy they like. Olive also squeals lots when she gets the food she likes. It can mean they're excited as well, because Scampy tends to squeal when he gets excited. And it can also mean they're curious, so they can squeal a lot when they're investigating something and looking around. And these sounds come in many forms. They could be like, we call it the conure chorus. Sometimes when all three conures get excited, they'll start chatting to each other. They'll be fluffed up, perfectly relaxed, but they'll be chatting and screaming. And sadly, I couldn't get this on camera because every time I got the camera out, they'll be quiet. Pickles likes to chat when she's cuddling, and Olive likes to squeal sometimes when she's sleeping. So they're quite funny and cute sounds, and it's, again, look at it in context to their body language and what they're doing to get the meaning from it. I thought I'd add this subsection into this video because I think it's important to cover, and that's acquired sounds. I didn't cover this in my cockatiel video because they're less distinctive, but conures, like most parrots, can pick up sounds. Let me just help Pickles down for a moment. They can acquire sounds. Now, for example, all of our conures now make kissing sounds at us. When I make a kissing sound, they'll make a kissing sound. Not for this video, but they'll make hissing sounds. They've also acquired other sounds from each other. These sounds may be unique to your conure. They may have acquired it from you, or from hearing from other conures, from the pet shop or whatever, and it could be all sorts of different things. These sounds are often acquired through mimicking, and they can have a wide variety, so just listen out and see what sort of unique sounds your conure is making. So everyone, thanks very much for watching. I hope you found this video useful. I hope it maybe helps you identify some of the sounds your conure may be making. If you have any comments or any other sounds that you've noticed, please feel free to leave them down below. In the meantime, from me and Pickles, thanks very much for watching. Take care and have a great day.